Hello, I am Aidan Flynn and I am a law lecturer. The area that interests me especially is public law and also European Union law, and that remains important even though the UK has now withdrawn from the EU. So we continue to teach that, and I continue to enjoy module leading on that particular subject area. So it's a very fast changing and high paced area. And in addition to keeping an eye on the discipline, I'm also very keen on getting students involved in teaching resources within the discipline areas that I work in. So for example, I've undertaken over the last 5 years a number of collaborations with students to co-create teaching resources. And for example, one of those is where I have engaged students to join with me in creating a little project on local government, which sits nicely within the constitutional law module. That took the form of me interviewing a sitting member of a local authority in the area, and the questions to put to the sitting councillor were supplied to me by students who during the interview were identified by name, and I passed on verbally the questions from my students to the councillor, who happily answered them. This was all recorded, and then it's co-created using the students as a resource, getting them involved, but it's also then there for future years to help me teach the topic local government in that module to future students. One of our graduate attributes that we try as a university to instill is a sense of an international feel to what we do, both for our students and our graduates. And I have worked in 3 different legal jurisdictions, from a law firm in Ireland to a law firm in Australia, the biggest law firm in the Southern Hemisphere, at that time at any rate, 20 years ago. So all of that comes into the mix, and you cannot really predict when in a session with students you're going to be able to draw on some of that to give them a good example or to add some passion to the moment. But I know that week in and week out, month in and month out for the last 5 years plus, I've done that. And I think they sense that, and they realize that you're not spoofing, that you're not just a person who's acting, that you are the real thing. And they appreciate that, because after all, they're a broad range of people, but the key thing is they're all over 18, and they know when they're being given something authentic. So I like to believe that I can, and do believe I deliver that authenticity. And it also inspires them, because they think, well, he's an ordinary chap who's gone and worked in Australia, for example, in a law firm, a big one, survived, lived to tell the tale. I can do that too. And that is the reality. So there's nothing special about any of the people in our team, but like you say, we've all between us got a vast amount of experience, and the fact that ordinary folks like us can do those things and have done them in our industrial past means that our students can look at us and think, he did it, I'm going to do it, and we can help them on that journey.